What's up, everybody? This is my first video on my knife review channel. And I have another channel called Youth Pastor's Corner, where I share more about my ministry and what I do kind of for a living, okay? And so if you want to check that out, go look for Youth Pastor's Corner if you are interested in that. If you're not, that's fine too. But this channel is more for my interests: knives, bags, guns, that kind of stuff. Stuff that I get my hands on, new stuff that I get. I like pens, watches, all sorts of different stuff that we'll talk about and kind of review on this channel. I'm going to give it a shot. Why not? I'm interested in it, and we'll see what happens. But the reason that I opened up a new channel for this specifically and didn't just utilize my other channel and do a playlist on that one is because I didn't want the people that follow me over on that channel, which don't act like it's a ton of subscribers, the few people that do, I didn't want them to be inundated with knife stuff and stuff like that. So that's why the different channel. So today I want to talk about the CRKT Pilar, whatever people decide to call it. I call it the Pilar Large. And so we'll talk about that in a second. But every time I talk about one knife, I want to talk about, not talk about, but show you what's in my pocket today. And so today I am carrying the CRKT Squid. CRKT has turned into one of my favorite brands right now. They just do some really cool designs at really budget prices. But anyway, so info on the CRKT Pilar Large. Hold on, let me get a better open there because it is possible. Okay, so the CRKT Pilar Large. It is the blade length, the length of the blade is 2.6 inches, a little over that, but not enough to like really make a difference. The overall length is 6.6 inches. The steel, of course, is 8CR13 MOV, and they always, on their budget lines, that's really what they use. Now, one thing I do like about Kershaw besides that is if you don't like look it up, they always have the blade steel kind of right there. But anyways, the handle is full stainless, and it is milled out in the handles to give it a lighter, to make so it's not so heavy. It is lighter than you would expect being full stainless handles, and that was one of the complaints with the Pilar, the original Pilar, was that it was too heavy. And so they listened there, especially making a bigger model. I'm glad that they went and milled out the inside. And then the designer is Jesper Voxnaes. And he just designed some beautiful knives, and they're amazing. The price is right around $39.99 depending on where you get it. And of course, since it's a budget line of their knives, it is made in China. So without any further ado, here are my thoughts on the knife. I wanted the Pilar, the original Pilar. Oh, and in case you were curious, it does have tip up or tip down carry, but right hand only. And so I wanted the Pilar, the original Pilar. I got into smaller knives, and I really wanted to get my hands on the Pilar. But the problem with that was that I didn't want to order online. I wanted to buy it in a store. I like to get the knife in my hand before I feel that, and or before I buy it. I like to feel it before I buy it. And I have a buddy who has the Pilar, but we just never got together to look at it. So him and I were in a store just kind of looking around, and we saw the Pilar Large. It had like just been released, just come out, and so naturally I had to get it. So picked it up, bought it at a Sportsman's Warehouse, and just absolutely loved pretty much everything about it. I did have to take it apart and clean it. It was kind of gritty on the inside, kind of greasy. So you're going to have to do that. What I like about it is you can get a great purchase on the knife. Full 4 fingers, and honestly you can do it on either way. Now I don't really have that wide of, I don't have fat hands. I have really long fingers, but I can get a full grip, and I really enjoy that. The other thing I really liked about it is just the design. That's what everybody likes. Sheep's foot cleaver blades are in. And so, man, I just love the way that the blade looks, so I had to pick one up just to have it added into my collection. On top of that, CRKT is just a budget knife at in a great design. And so, really like that. And I love flipper knives, so the fact that the Large has a flipper tab really made me happy. Things I don't like, I'm not a big fan of the backspacer. Not a huge fan of it. I mean, it is still a little heavy. I should have gotten the weight for you, but I didn't write it down. But it's a fairly heavy knife, but it's all stainless steel, so that's what you expect. I'm not really a blade steel snob. I mean, if you don't like HCR 13 MOV, that's fine. But in my opinion, it's easy to sharpen. So even if you have to sharpen it, it's not super time consuming. So that's not a big deal. And then the stainless steel. The only thing I don't like about stainless steel, if you want to do any custom work to it, it's a little harder just because of the type of steel that it is. It makes it harder to like anodize and do that kind of stuff. But other than that, the only thing that I don't like about this knife is that out of the box, it's really, really gritty. So you're going to have to take it apart. You're going to have to clean it. That's what I would recommend doing. I mean, you can flip it and close it, open and close a ton of times. But honestly, the easiest thing for you is going to be to take it apart, clean it out, lube it up. So if you're comfortable with that, man, pick one up, take it out of the box, see what yours is like. Let me know in the comments. But get it, clean it if it needs cleaned, and you will love this knife. So have a blessed day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe.